Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the channel and to another video. Today I cover the basic of the game, so how to play Valor&Fortitude, and this is the first of probably two videos which will cover the many aspects of this game. And today I will cover the unit composition and the first two steps of the game, so the Fate phase and the Fire phase. Action and melee are for another video. And so, starting the video, let's start with the unit composition and formation. That's it. We have three formation, the three way to deploy a unit in Valor&Fortitude. A unit is set up when it is in line, in attack column, or in march column. We have the French in attack column, and you have this kind of formation when you have more line than ranks. When you have more ranks than line, you are in a march column. A line is essentially the first, the second line of your unit. The rank is the number of bases, one after another. This is a formation for company. You can have a march column even in this way, but is pretty awkward to move. It is not the best way to move this formation. Both are in any case march column. Attack column is this kind of formation. These two formations allow you to move quickly around the table, and the attack column even to fight in this formation. The marching column is just for move and is a very dangerous formation if you have enemy nearby. British are in march column because their rule deny them the attack column, but this is another question and maybe a topic for another video. So returning to the formation, essentially these are the basic one. You can have another way to deploy unit, which are the open order. When you have a unit that pass in open order, you have to take a gap between the base of your unit, and they follow the open order rule that you can find in the army list. And you can have the skirmisher for single model if you want. There is no strict rule about that, because few change in the dynamic of the game. So this is essentially what you have, okay? And that's as for the formation. Now moving to the first real step of the game, which are the Fate phase, the first phase of the game. The Fate phase is the very first step of the game, and you need a deck of cards, as you can see here, from the 2 to the Ace of Spade. You can choose whatever type of card you want, and you can even make some token with written down description of what any card do. But you need to assign to every army on the table one deck. The first step is to draw a card. You can take it eye to your opponent, because this is a kind of strategy card that allow you to do stuff, modify situation during the game, etc. And every card have a different effect. For any army, essentially the number card have the same effect. What change is the Jack, the Queen and the King, which vary the effect for every army. So the best card in the deck do good stuff. Now we have a quick look at the cards in the deck. I use the spade for French. Tutu is the card that allow you to reshuffle everything in the deck, and is useful when the games go long because you have to draw a card at the start of every turn. But sometimes is a bad news when you drew a 2 because no special effect at that turn. The 3 is confusion, and confusion means that you have to play this card in the enemy turn and no automatic activation is allowed. And later in the game, when the feat make activation difficult, is a good card to play to put as the name confusion in the enemy line. 4 is a breakthrough. Do not underestimate this card, because after a melee you can select one brigade and a unit of that brigade can make a move. They cannot assault, retreat or move at the double, but is a very good card to allow you to overmaneuver your enemy or retreat a battle brigade from the battle, etc. Do not underestimate this. 5 is a great card, stubborn. When you activate a unit, you can take out a casualty from that unit, and it could make the difference between win or lose melee if you attack without a casualty or with a single one. 6 is another very good card, deadly. You are allowed to reroll all the misses, and this could be a decisive card to change the odds in a melee. 7, very situational. 7 is a situational direct card. You select a target and add 1 to the fire value for the unit attacking that target, or allow, in addition, not or, artillery can that are on a hill can trace line of sight over the heads of your model, but it's a situational. 8, inspiration, another great card. Even this one is a situational. How to pass a valor or fortitude test. If you have a key unit that have to take a single valor test and you really don't want to lose that unit, you can save the 8 for that moment. But it's better to auto pass a fortitude test to do not suffer a defeat, especially if it is the first defeat or a single test in a battered brigade, or at the moment that if you fail that fortitude test, half of your brigade weavered is going to rout. So keep it safe until the very used moment. At first I underestimate this card, but playing 9, the surprise attack is a very useful one, because allow one of your unit to make a move before declaring an assault activation. And this, as you have seen in the last battle rap or in many other occasions, allow you to charge with a fresh unit or take a flank, or the possibility are many for this card. Do not underestimate. The 10 is good if you play with objectives, because if you steal the objective from the hands of the enemy, it grants you one more victory point. And then we came to the very useful 4 cards. The ace is an all-out attack. Add 1 dice in melee for every friendly unit within 12 inches from your army leader. And this is a very game-changing card in the right situation. Do not waste, if you can, in a single melee. Better is when the situation going hot and you need to add punch to your unit. And these, as I said, are different from army to army. But for example, for the French, Les Grognards, one of your unit grow in tenacity and melee, and so this can automatically recover from withered or make your unit better. You need to have a casualty because they essentially become veteran of the battle. Attack of Outrance is probably the best card in the French deck. Select one French brigade. Every unit in that brigade that are fighting in melee in attack column add one attack dice to their pool. It's very effective. And Vive l'Empereur is not bad. Vive l'Empereur, you select one brigade for that turn. All the unit in that brigade move 6 inches. Is good in the mid-term of the game, or if you start second and you cannot take the double activation. We will see in a moment. This allows you to move quickly across the battlefield. We have here at the moment British and French, so a quick look at the 3 special cards for the Brits. This is probably the most powerful, Scum of the Earth. In every enemy unit involved in melee against your unit, subtract 1 from their valor test. If you have a good chance to win many melee, play this one because it's very useful card. The perfect this is a defensive fire, another good card. British are very defensive, but we speak about Brits in another video. Add 1 to every British unit that are defending in melee. You pick a brigade, and that brigade, every unit in that brigade add 1 to their defense. And the king, our perfect volley, add 1 to the fire. Pick a brigade as before, and every unit in that brigade add 1 dice to their fire until the end of the phase. And that's it for the Fate deck. That will be back when we take some video about the single faction. Now moving on the second phase of the game, the fire phase. I put down a few units just to show you the rule. 2 line of British infantry, their commander backed up by an artillery on the downhill, and then the French have a voltigeur in a detachment and a complete brigade in attack formation. 2 column of attack, 1 line of infantry, and a backup of artillery on a flank. Now, what say the rule for shooting? Shooting say that I have to select a target in the shooting phase, and this process is repeated for every target and every shooting unit. Okay, I must accomplish some rules, and these are: it's a deployed unit, not in contact. Okay, cannot fire into or from melee. It must be in range and visible. The target is the closest visible unit that has not yet been attacked in this phase. It does not already shoot. So, starting with the basic situation. The target, I want to target with this unit, but it's not possible with all the brigade. Okay, so the closest one to the main unit is here. I select to shoot with this unit here, which generate 3 attack dice, and I lend support with a column and with artillery. 5 dice in total to shoot at this British unit here. So just for fun, we roll the dice, hitting on a 4+ because there is no modifier, and the French hit 3 times. 3 times meaning 3 casualty that are put beside your unit. A token, you can choose the token that you want, dice or whatever you want. Okay, the rest of the fire phase, I went to shoot this unit very badly. I put 2 dice on the voltigeur. They have the best rate of fire between my remaining unit, two of them, just one for the column. Column attack halves their firing ratio, so 1.5 rounded to 1. So 1 dice here to support and 2 dice here, just for fun again. We roll the 3 dice and hit 1 time, so 1 casualty on this breath. Okay? This is the basic rule for the fire. But if I want to shoot at something that is not the closest one, is it possible without breaking the rule? Yes, it is possible without breaking the rule. You have to be very careful about firing, selecting the target and deciding who fire at who. Let me explain. Back at the previous situation in a moment. I have removed the casualty. I want to very badly shoot at this unit more than this one, but I can select this and put all the firing support into them. So 2 dice, 1 die, in this time 1 die, and in this time I can select between these two, 1 die or 1 die, because 3 supporting units during the fire is all the maximum that you can have. Assuming in this way, because I want that this column will be attack, and if I fire I cannot attack. This is the best situation that I can, and 5 dice into this and no one into this. Okay, 5 dice into this and no one here. Is it possible for this artillery to shoot here, assuming that all of my fire are going here? Yes. The first situation that I show you is 3, 1 and 1. Remember? Okay. Because I have to be I have to shoot at the closest and visible target. But it must not be attacked yet. So if I hold its fire, there are only 4 dice into this, to it, okay, just for fun, to it. But in this way the artillery has not shooting yet, and I put 2 dice here, 1 dice here, and 1 dice here, because artillery is in range, is in sight, and this target is been attacked now. So again 4 dice into this unit here. Okay, and for fun it paid off, because it's 2 casualty on both the units. Understand it? Okay, it is not possible to discharge all the line fire into this one, but you can change the situation slightly. And another situation could be this one. Let me move the artillery down here, just in range of canister. Okay, same as before, I hold the artillery fire until I shoot to this unit here and to this unit here, and now artillery can shoot its entire firepower in canister into that unit. And for the fun, put 1 casualty into the British counterpart. And that's for the rule. There is another last rule that is important to keep in mind when you take shooting activation. And this rule is not a secondary one, because maybe you want just put your units in line and fire until you break the enemy. But this is a good tactic for the Brits, less for other units. So what you can do is to shoot with your skirmisher, okay? Because the skirmisher allow you to move, to take any action apart assault. So it is not necessary to put your voltigeur in front of your unit, okay? You can do if you want, if you have space, but now we do it because I need to show you this, okay? If I want to move maybe rally a unit that have some casualty. Okay, what I can do is to declare that I'm firing with my skirmisher. This allow me to shoot with just one dice, because again I halved my firing ratio. Okay, and the supporting unit give you another dice. But this allow me to, for example, rally this unit here that are taking casualty, or move this column in another position. Okay, I say one dice because I halved my rate of fire. If you use the skirmisher with your leger or light company, or any unit that have in their rule skirmisher and open order, usually they have a rate of fire of 4, so assuming that is a leger, is 2 dice plus 1. What is important with this rule to keep in mind is that if you shoot with your skirmisher, the supporting unit can shoot only if they use their skirmisher. They cannot offer support if they have not this rule, meaning this was want to simulate the skirmisher that going in front of the regiment to take some shoot to the enemy before the main of the army will arrive. So no artillery shooting or other stuff. In this case, assuming that this is a leger, are 2 dice plus 1, just 3, is less effective firepower but allow you to move. I'm shooting and miss completely. Okay, this is doesn't matter at the moment, but later on I can, for example, move this column up the table. Okay, in front or back, I can retire, whatever you want, and my line will try to rally, which successfully do. Okay, we cover this action later on in another video, but that's it. So this is essentially the rule for firing and landing support. The next video will cover the action and the melee. For now it's all. Thank you for watching. If you like it, subscribe and press the like button or the bell if you want be alerted when other video will be uploaded. Thank you for watching, and bye bye for the moment.